Good morning, friends. Welcome to another episode of Simplicity Made Simple with me, Jessie. This week, I want to talk to you guys about summer exercise. There's this idea that exercise is limited to going to the gym, participating in a class, meeting with a physical trainer, doing something that's very structured, very regular. And while there's definitely a place for that, we all need regular physical activity to function at our best. I think most of us know that physical activity can benefit us in many ways. It helps with our energy, it helps with our mood, it helps us battle different physical ailments and just live a longer, healthier life. So, I'm not going to belabor that point. I think many of us know that already. But what we don't know is how to get more physical exercise into our lives and actually like it or maybe even love it. A lot of people have kind of a love-hate relationship with exercise because they have tried things that they don't really enjoy. They think they have to run, or they have to strength train at the gym, or they have to take a group fitness class. And they don't particularly enjoy that experience, but they still feel obligated to participate in it. And I want to tell you that you don't have to participate in physical activity that you hate. Okay, just don't do it, because if you're not going to enjoy it at least a decent majority of the time, then you're not going to put in enough effort to see the kind of results that you really want to see. If you're dragging your feet and going just because you think you have to go, then you're going to just do the bare minimum and you're not going to see the kind of end product that you really want to see. So find exercise that you love. That's what I always recommend to people. I am really big about just finding something that you enjoy. And so it can help to reframe exercise as simply physical activity or movement. So if you find a way that you can just be physically active, a way that you can just move your body more regularly, then that's fabulous and that totally counts. Okay, that's what it looks like to simplify your exercise. And of course, if you know me, if you've been around here for a while, you know that I am a huge fan of simplifying everything. Not just things in my home, not just decluttering and organizing, but also simplifying my perspective and the mental clutter that I deal with, all of those shoulds and obligations, and my schedule, and simplifying my approach to things like fitness. So there are so many ways that you can adopt more movement, more physical activity into your life. So I want to share some of those ideas with you to give you a jump start for your summer physical activity or exercise. So some ideas for you. Go for a walk around the block, maybe with some friends. Just text them or call them, meet up with them, go for a little walk, and then maybe get some coffee or tea or dinner or something afterward. It can be a lot of fun. You could find a cool park to walk through. I always think that's pretty interesting and relaxing. There's just something about being outside in nature. Or you could find a neighborhood that has some really pretty homes that you could look at, whatever you like to do. Or you could just listen to some music or an audiobook or a podcast and walk by yourself. That's totally cool too. I do that a lot. So you could walk, you could run or jog, which has a lot of the same factors. You could do it with other people. You could listen to something and do it by yourself. I like to try out different routes every once in a while just to mix things up and keep things interesting. And you can do that whether you're walking or jogging or running. You could go for a bike ride. And again, this could be a leisurely bike ride. You're still getting physical benefits if you do an activity at a more leisurely pace. Maybe not quite as much if you did it at a more rigorous pace, but you'll probably be able to sustain the activity longer if you go a little slower, and you might enjoy it more. If you push yourself really, really hard and you feel like it's a ton of work the entire time, you may not really like it. So try something out, mix up the pace and the intensity, see what you like, and just give things a try. Be willing to experience some trial and error. Maybe you try bike riding and you find out it's not really your favorite thing, but maybe rollerblading is a lot of fun for you. So that could be an activity that you pursue. And again, it's something that you could just do for fun because you don't necessarily need to go as far or as fast as you possibly can. The goal is to get your body moving and to work some more physical activity into your day, your week, and your life. So it doesn't have to be super duper hard. You don't have to come home dripping in sweat. So things like biking and rollerblading are great too. You could go for a swim in your local pool or in the ocean if you live on the coast, or even like a lake. Just have some fun, swim around with some friends. You can do laps in a pool if you want, but that kind of activity is wonderful for you too. One of the awesome benefits of that is it's really easy on your joints because there's not impact. So that's one that I think can be really helpful for people that have any kind of joint pain. Of course, I'm not like a doctor or anything, so if you do have any issues like that, you could consult your doctor. Just a little disclaimer there. But that's always an option. You could also walk indoors if the weather's really nasty. You could, drive to like a shopping center or a community center or something and walk around inside. You could walk through the farmer's market. That's one of my favorite things. And it doesn't feel like exercise, but it's great movement because you're still walking around. Plus, I just like farmer's markets because I think it's fun to shop locally and get outside. So that's tons of fun. And all of these things are very customizable. You can bring people with you. You can do it yourself. If you have kids, you can take kids with you for many of these things. You can push a stroller on a walk or a run, or take a stroller to the farmer's market, or walk beside your kid if your kid is riding their bike or their scooter or something like that. There are so many ways to just get out and get some activity. You could even work in your garden or do some lawn care. That counts. Any kind of movement can count. One of my personal favorites is to use YouTube workout videos. There are a few channels that I follow, like Pop Sugar Fitness, Blogilates, Fitness Blender, and more recently Love Sweat Fitness. I think those are a lot of fun. They have so many videos, so it makes it really easy to get enough variety in my workouts, which is important to me because otherwise I get bored. And I can focus on different areas of the body on different days. I can get in cardio, strength training, Pilates, stretching, toning, all kinds of things. But you could pick and choose whichever things work for you, whatever you want to work on, and find channels that you like to follow. Those are super easy because you can do them in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to have fancy workout clothes to impress people at the gym. You don't have the commute to a gym. You're not tied to a class at a specific time. You can do it whenever works for you. You could even do it during nap time or something if you're kind of tied to your home at that time, but it would be a good time for you to get something done because your child or children are napping. So just figure out when a good time is for you and what kind of activity will work best for you. And if you want to do it by yourself or include other people, figure out how to make it fun for you with some music or a podcast or an audiobook or something that you want to listen to, and just get moving, whatever that looks like for you. And I want to know what that looks like for you. So leave a comment and tell me what you're planning on doing for your simple physical activity. And if you have any ideas about other things that you want me to talk about, other things that you want help simplifying, let me know because I would love to help you with that. And I love connecting with you guys. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you guys have a great week and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.